At the boundary of reality exists an enigmatic land, a world filled with mysteries and truths. If you prefer to avoid this realm, cease listening now. However, if you seek profound insights and true wisdom, welcome to Echotruth. This podcast is an introduction to the teachings of Echotruth. Echotruth presents a spiritual teaching rooted in ancestral wisdom traditions, as well as the wisdom from some of the most profound prophets throughout history, Enoch, Jesus, and Muhammad. It emphasizes a creational truth centered on the interconnectedness of all life, respect for nature, and living in harmony with universal laws, promoting love, peace, and freedom. The teachings of Echotruth align with the teachings of animism, which is short for spirit, breath, and life. Animism believes that places, objects, and all living things possess their own distinct spiritual essence. It states their existence is a form of animated spirit that has free will. Animism has been used to describe anthropologic religions as a belief system for indigenous tribes who have existed for thousands of years. Echotruth also aligns with the teachings of Wotanism, which states that God dwells within the individual human spirit as an inner voice, which links the infinite past with the infinite future. It is a source of true personal power, which remains connected to nature through the laws which govern the cycles of growth, decay, and renewal, teaching us that we are one with the entire universe, entailing that, 1. Live in accordance with nature, the path we strayed, unraveling the threads of deception. Echotruth teaches that human civilization has strayed from these universal truths. Its teachings are a path towards a better future, urging a return to cooperation and a conscious evolution of human consciousness. It is structured as both a presentation of this creational truth and a passionate plea for humanity's return to it. The Echotruth principles are based upon profound wisdom passed down through the ages by spiritual masters, and is a compilation of their teachings on truth, spirituality, and the essence of life, a roadmap for discovering our true nature and purpose. It boldly challenges mainstream conventional beliefs and invites us to explore the multidimensional nature of reality and the divine laws that govern our existence. Whether you're a spiritual seeker, a scientific mind, or simply curious, Echotruth promises to expand your consciousness and illuminate your path towards true cosmic understanding by advocating a cyclical view of life, where death is merely a transition to rebirth via the spirit realm, as human consciousness journeys through various existences. When one strays from this creational truth, it leads to negative consequences like environmental destruction, moral decay, overpopulation, and the potential for catastrophic conflicts. Certain fanatic organized religions and sects are major contributors to this deviation. While not all religious groups are guilty for straying from the path of universal truth, some are not confronting the true stark reality of Earth's problems. Wisdom unveiled, logic meets love in the human experience. The Echotruth trilogy is a journey through the cosmic source of creation-oriented spiritual teaching. You will explore the 7 pillars of wisdom, which have been hidden for centuries. These pillars are love, truth, fairness, knowledge, logic, respect, and honor. These, in turn, nourish the 7 human superpowers, which are strength, rationality, intellect, self-discipline, self-control, self-achievement, and fearlessness. Compared to other spiritual teachings, Echotruth offers its teachings in a logical format based upon the creational truths, which shine through with convincing clarity. It does not use hollow platitudes or empty husks of words as employed by some esoteric books. It accesses ancient wisdom gleaned from the cosmic banks of knowledge and is part of a life's work of an author on a prophetic mission to make the cosmic teachings available to all human beings. You will find common sense instructions on nutrition, health, hygiene, work-life balance, and how to experience the simple pleasures of life. The silent echo, when creation speaks and no one listens. Certain spiritual teachings are riddled with contradictions. Consciousness-based blindness and lack of understanding in regards to the creational truths This has caused some to keep their eyes closed to the true laws of creation. This in turn causes one to lose their connection to creation itself. Even a small stone falling into a still pond has effects that ripple outwards. Hence, a person teaching the true laws of cosmic consciousness is heard as a lonely voice amidst a vast desert of declining human morality. You may wonder why the teachings of Echotruth are being revealed now, during these current times of profound change and spiritual upheaval. This is because, at this time in Earth's history, the necessary conditions have now become available so that the teachings can reach millions of people in the shortest amount of time possible. The digital scroll, wisdom carved in light. Another reason these teachings are being revealed now is because in the past, few prophets and teachers had the necessary writing skills, as many were uneducated and illiterate. Those scribes entrusted to record the teachings of truth, spirit, and life were unable to record everything accurately. There were no schools like today where people could learn reading and writing, nor did the technical means exist for accurately duplicating written records or communicating the teachings instantly across vast distances. Hieroglyphs, cuneiform scripts, etc. had to be painstakingly copied, and those experienced in such an art were extremely rare. You are now experiencing a spiritual teaching that can't be entrusted by scholars who could falsify its contents. Every word now becomes chiseled in digital granite, with every letter breathing the light of truth, creational wisdom, and beauty. It strikes a bold note right to the core of any human soul. Even casual reading gives each reader new life. The overwhelming purpose of the Echotruth teachings is to serve as a spiritual conduit to elevate human consciousness and spread the knowledge of spirit so that its strength and power support creational truth. This in turn will not only elevate human consciousness, but reveal the underlying interconnectedness in all things. By shedding light upon the darkness of ignorance, one connects clearly with their true inner wisdom, allowing one to come to their spiritual senses, which allows course corrections towards the true meaning and purpose of existence. These teachings will echo far into Earth's distant future, as humanity is gradually steered towards love and compassion. When words awoke, the birth of language and spirit, approximately 200,000 years ago, a specific gene known as FOXP2 became switched on. This gene is associated with language and spirituality. Current Biology published an article in January 2019 titled Human Genetics: The Evolving Story of FOXP2. This study concluded key mutations in this gene happened relatively quickly and created our ability to communicate with each other. Neanderthals possessed the language gene, indicating that these changes predated the divergence of modern humans and Neanderthals. Soon after this gene switched on, other genes related to complex social behavior, cognitive abilities, and skin pigmentation began taking place. This in turn caused us to have a higher, more rounded brain, smaller faces and brow ridges, and a more prominent chin compared to ancient humans. The first signs of spirituality appeared among Neanderthals, indicated by signs they buried their dead, which 32,000 years later lead to artistic behavior, indicated by cave paintings. Additionally, modern humans began to express themselves artistically, as evidenced by cave paintings. It was also around this time that another gene became active that is associated with the domestication of dogs. Genetic research showed that the split between wolves and domesticated dogs took place during this time. The light within, breaking free from false truths. If even a small part of humanity reads and studies these writings and makes a sincere and honest attempt to live according to its values, we as humans would be much more peaceful, loving, and kind to one another. There would be far fewer wars and conflicts, as well as other actions that terrorize humankind. It is truly a gift to all of humanity on Earth, especially for those seeking liberation from darkness and who want to be free of the shackles of false teachings. Creation teaches us that there exists a world beyond the external that can be felt and experienced. This exists as a spiritual process that is perceived in a fine, fruital-like manner. Many have experienced fleeting glimpses of this in meditation. These feelings allow us to experience intuition and reveal themselves when we calm ourselves, entering a period of meditative bliss. This allows us to really get to know ourselves fully, while at the same time simultaneously allowing us to detect what we really dislike, what does not truly resonate with us. In closing out this introduction, Echotruth will aid the reader in developing a higher state of consciousness that will banish ugly thought patterns, which can hinder spiritual evolution. Join us next in Volume 1, Chapter 1, Truth Seekers, Paths to the Light. This chapter provides a comprehensive overview of the age of Aquarius and its implications as outlined in the teachings of Echotruth. It discusses the nature of the human spirit, consciousness, and the evolutionary journey of the spirit through reincarnation, explains the laws of creation that govern this process, including the significance of free will and the concept of true prophecy, and presents a cohesive understanding of this spiritual framework and its relevance to humanity's transition into a new age. Learn more by visiting www.echotruth.com. Thank you for listening, and may the light of Echotruth light your path.